그 크랩 드라이버 위험해요. 폐품으로 급조하고 덧댄 거라 잘 모르고 사용하면 뼈가 부러질 수도 있다고요.
I didn't think I'd be back to do even more with this stupid fairy. Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmak, this is Let's Play Limbus Company, Walpurgis Night into a certain library's book. It's not easy, but it's possible to make it through this reception without a scratch on you if you use Mola Boatworks Fixer Ishmael. Right now I'm running it with absolutely none of the extra identities. Now that said, if you can, it would be great to use Wuthering Heights Butler Forced. She would be great. You might also want to consider Mola Boatworks Fixer Sinclair here. He would also be nice. Failing that, you could always use Los Mariachis Jefe, or you could use Zway Association, but personally, Zway Association isn't the best pick because we're trying to avoid getting hit. Sync Association Director Sinclair could be nice, but not necessary, and it could also backfire. Hootis, again, her base isn't that useful. G-Corp Manager is a potential option because getting one attack power up or one defense power up each turn actually helps a lot. Unusually, we don't actually want Mola Office Fixer Utis. One ally with the most tremor count gains one more tremor count from skill effects. That sounds like it's good for Mola Boatworks Ishmael, right? The thing is, we're going to end up with so many skill slots and so much tremor count that it'll be actually useless to us. Yi Sang Hong Lu help us out with the background SP. I think the best option that we have is actually the base Don Quixote, because when ally with the most SP deals 10% pierce damage. We have a mono pierce character. Sync Association might be nice if you also choose Sync Association Sinclair, but I'm not going with that. I can't think of anyone else who's really that interesting. Heathcliff. Pretty sure we just want to go with base. Although, R-Core is an option because it gives extra pierce damage. Base Rhodian. I don't believe there's anything... Hang on, let me see this. Yeah, not that noticeable. Result probably isn't that important, so we might... the thing is, if you go for Leaf by Suggestion, it's only on specific turns this kicks in, but it could be useful if you use Rose Spannum Assault. R-Core Mersault gives out extra speed for having enough charge count. Niche use. And we aren't expecting to have much in the way of poise. Who else? We don't have to worry about Ryoshu's passive. You could go for Butler Ryoshu, that would be fun, but not necessary. You're not really going to see much use with the plus Rupture, so don't consider that. I'd say that the other person that you might want to consider using is Kurokumo Clan Wakashu Ryoshu, because you do actually have a chance of inflicting bleed. Gregor's healing isn't that useful, but you might actually want to consider your shield because you're going to be targeted by all attacks, so you're going to have plenty of chances to get defense level up. That's just a thing you can consider. It's something that I'm not going with at the moment. And yeah, I think that covers everyone. So what do we have on Ishmael? We have Snag Harpoon, Roseate Desire, Wing Beat, and Blind Obsession. Wingbeat, not that important. You could actually just go for Ardor Blossom Star. I feel like Rosette Desire is actually kind of important. But I suppose if you don't have it and you have Capote, you might as well use that because Wrath, Fragility, and etc. But I like the combination that we have here. Now, I need to start off with this. The first turns are extremely luck-based. We might end up failing this immediately because we need to get to specific ego very quickly. So, Starved Fluttering... 10, 13, yeah, there's a small chance that it will overpower us. It's a lot nicer when you start off with your skill 3 on turn 1. Entirely possible that we're going to die right here, right now. The thing is, something that the Fairy Queen can use on turn 1, much to my chagrin, is she has a good chance of using Predation. In fact, she might use it several times, and you just won't... If it rolls heads, you have no chance. You can't beat that. Now, this turn, I think we're going to fail, unfortunately. Gluttony, Munch Munch, Tiny Wingbeats, Wingbeat, Wingbeat, Predation. So we can block one of these. Predation can be blocked by Risky Judgment. We have to intercept this Gluttony, and the danger is that you might just simply roll tails when they roll a heads. It's unlikely. There's only a 5% chance of rolling tails, but they have a 50% chance of rolling heads, so things can actually get out of hand very quickly. I think I actually want to intercept this, not dodge it. I think I want to start hitting this guy because he does have prepared meat, and dangerous things are going to happen on turn 4. Okay, we got that one perfect. If at least one of these guys isn't on the floor by the end of this turn, the Fairy Queen is going to be extremely upset next turn. And if that happens, we are in a big deal. Then she might cause us trouble for the rest of the fight. But first I'm going to figure out how we're going to handle this turn. As you can see, we're already on 11. So, as long as we win all of our clashes, and we do have decent chances of doing all that, we'll be fine. But, RNG ain't kind sometimes. Okay, so let's talk about what happens if we don't manage to kill one of them and push her hunger down. At 4 hunger, gain a stronger pattern. What she will do is, over here, Ravening Hunger. If target has 5 plus bleed, coin power plus 1. If target has prepared meat, coin power plus 10. Coin power minus 5 for every broken arm part. The thing is, that's going to be rolling outside of our hit range. We won't be able to stop her from killing it. She will target at least 2 people. And if she gets kills, then she gains attack power up for the rest of the encounter, meaning that we lose our ability to beat her clashes. It's not good. It's not an instant loss, but it's not good. So I think what you need to do is, if you have Risky Judgment, you use that to beat it because it's just barely able to clash higher than her. And then hope that you can kill her other targets. It really depends on how defensive or how aggressive they get. Anyway, something that's way overdue, Snag Harpoon. This is the secret weapon. Using Snag Harpoon shuts down predation. And then it gives us, if you remember, Compulsion. Clash power plus 2 in clashes whose win favor is in the unit's favor. Because we're getting draws at 45%, it considers us to be dominating, which means we gain plus 2 on every clash, and all of the things that would usually tie with, we beat. Quite easily, in fact. So you get Explosive Blast, 1 Risky Judgment, 2 Risky Judgments. What's on the left arm? We do have Tremor, so that means it's a free Explosive Blast. And that will hopefully break the arm.
정신 못 차릴 거야. 내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
Predation. Counter with Explosive Blast. Ooh, the little guys are getting a little bit aggressive here, aren't they? So, Ready to Crush is favoured, but it'll flip over to being dominating. It'll flip over to a guaranteed win thanks to Compulsion. But what we could also do is get an Absolute Resonance Chain. So now we have enough at offense level that we're just guaranteed to beat them every time. Perfect tie. If you do take some hits, it's not an instant stagger, it's not good for you, but it's not instant. You can use Wing Beat to undo it. You can also use Rosette Desire to paralyze the Queen, which will give you better chance of beating her rolls. Not guaranteed, but the most important thing is Snag Harpoon because you need Compulsion to ensure that you win in ties.
고작 터뜨려주지.
It all really boils down to how aggressive the ads are and how often the Fairy Queen is going to choose to use predation on early turns. After we get momentum going, we can easily handle anything she throws out. This is mainly a style play, but I kind of want to overclock Blind Obsession. Good enough. Although we could always try more. Okay, there we go. We get a clash with this one, so that's what we'll do.
고작 터뜨려주지. 써주마. 배를 버리고 모두 아래로 내려간다. 반짝이던 깊은 그곳으로.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, 30% more damage from Pride skills. 20 to 42 is pretty significant.
고작 터뜨려주지. 얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야.
Mind you, I think this is actually going to be the kill. A perfect evasion play. It's possible to avoid taking all damage, and using Mola Ishmael's high base rolls is very nice. It's not guaranteed to win, you can get unlucky, but it does work. You also want to make sure that you bring a full power level 45 Mola Ishmael. I tried it with level 42, and clashes don't go in your favor nearly as much. Anyhow, I've heard that there's also a way to do this with other AoE based identities, so I'm going to try that off screen, so maybe I'll tie that to this episode as well. Who knows? Till next time guys, take care. I'll see you all around.
고작 터뜨려주지. 그래요. 그렇게 가만히 있어.